The now we come to the third reviewer of the day. Now, the third reviewer of the day is somebody who says that he would he'd be very, very happy given a choice to spend his entire life on the move with a backpack. He enjoys travel. He's passionate about building influence. He's a storyteller and he loves connecting with people. But there's something even more interesting about him, which I'm going to share right now. He is somebody, if history were a tad different, we would have seen him on the silver screen. Yes, there's a story behind that, which I'm sure he will share with us at some point of time. But today, he is going to be talking to us about a very, very interesting book, and he's going to use his expressive skills, which would have been used on the stage. He uses that now to enthrall audiences across the world. And I can testify to his conversational skills, because today what was supposed to be a 5-minute get to know the speaker call went on to a 50-minute conversation, and I am absolutely delighted to present the next speaker of the day is Kumar Achanta, and he's going to tell us how to eat that frog.
Fantastic. One of the very worst uses of time is to do something very well that need not be done at all. So whatever Lokesh has spoken, to do that, you got to get up and take action, right? So today I'm going to review a book by Brian Tracy, 21 Great Ways to Stop Procrastination, called Eat That Frog. So to all the vegetarians who are listening, don't take the meaning of the book literally. The author is trying to say that the frog is the most important task for your day. So it's international bestseller, 1.6 million copies sold so far, and I call it no nonsense self-help book. Brian Tracy is very clear that he's not going to explain the psychology behind people delaying things or procrastinating, but he has given straight and simple ways not to procrastinate so that you can take action. So let's listen. He says success is predictable. Success is definitely predictable. Some people are doing better than others because they do things differently and they do the right things right. Especially successful, happy, prosperous people use their time far, far better than the average person, right? And what an amazing thing it is. Success is predictable. Now, let's understand what is a simple truth. The ability to concentrate single-mindedly on your most important task, to do it well and finish it completely, is the key to great success, achievement, respect, status, and happiness in life. I'm sure each one of you agree that where we are living in a world where there are too many distractions. One ping, ting in the phone, it's gone. We want to see the message, but we end up spending 30 minutes there, whether it is Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever it is. So this is one of the simple truths with which author has mentioned. Next one is the need to be selective. The average person who develops the habit of setting clear priorities and getting important tasks completed quickly run in circles around a genius who talks a lot and makes wonderful plans, but who gets very little done, right? I'm sure you might have seen people around you who make great plans, but they do nothing about it. So action is the key. So what is the truth about the frogs? The truth about the frog is, the first rule of the frog is, if you have to eat 2 frogs, let's say if you have 2 important tasks to do, most important tasks, which actually can change your business, the way you do business, or probably more profits, performance, and productivity, he says eat the ugliest one first. That means eat the most ugliest frog means the most important task, the most toughest task. You have to complete it first, right? So and he talks about, funnily, the second rule of the frog eating is this: if you have to eat a live frog at all, it doesn't pay to sit and look for it for a very long time, right? You just have to get up and take action. Now, he talks about habits. I'm sure you would all agree that You form your habits first, and your habits form you later. So the 3 Ds of habits are decision, discipline, and determination. So first, you got to make a decision to develop the habit of task completion. Second, discipline yourself to practice the principles from the book which I'm sharing over and over until they become automatic. And the third is determination. And determination until the habit is logged and it becomes permanent part of your personality. So these are the 3 Ds of habits, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is number one reason or number one quality of successful people. Reason why people get more work done faster is because they are absolutely clear about their goals and objectives. Are you clear about your goals and objectives? Not only that, and they are done without deviating. Are they done without deviating? They don't deviate from it, right? Now, yeah, that's Arnold, one of my favorite action heroes. So the great rule of success is step one is decide what you want. Decide exactly what you want. Most people are unclear. They're just drifting away with so many things, distracted, totally distracted. So please be very clear on what do you want. Either decide yourself or probably sit down with your mentor, coach, or probably your boss, whoever it is, just sit down and be very clear on what do you really want. Step two is write it down. Author Brian Tracy says you got to think on paper, right? So that's very important. When you write down a goal, you crystallize and give it a tangible form. And step three, set a deadline on your goal, right? Set sub deadlines if necessary. He's asking us to set sub deadlines if necessary. And step four is list everything you can think of that you're going to have to do to achieve your goal. And step five is organize the list into a plan. Step six is take action on your plan immediately. Do something every single day. Yes, this is very important. Do something every single day that moves you toward your major goal. And these are the 3 questions which you got to ask yourself while you're stuck setting priorities. What are my highest value activities? Is that activity really generating you what you want? And the second one is, what can I and only I do that if done well will make a real difference? And number 3, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? So are you really using your time? Okay, let's do a quick method. I'm sure each one of you might have a pen and the paper handy or whatever, if you have it handy, or just grab a quick paper and pen. Let's do this quick method. I'll give you just 5 seconds. I'm sure you're ready. Okay. When I'm going to ask you something, you got to write it in 30 seconds. Okay. Write down your most important goals of life right now. Time started ticking in 30 seconds. Write down 3 most important goals in life right now. Most important in 30 seconds. You don't have to share it in the chat or with me or anyone. It's for your own reference, because there is a research has been done and people found that people have 30 seconds. If they have 30 seconds to write something, their important goals, their answers are actually accurate, as if they had like 30 minutes or 3 hours, because the subconscious mind seems to get into hyperactive mode. So I'm sure you might have done it, and yes, those are the 3 most important goals, ladies and gentlemen, which you have written for yourself. So the great question, another question which you got to ask yourself is, what is that one skill, if I developed and did it in excellent fashion, would have the greatest positive impact on my career? Ask yourself this question. What is that one skill, if you developed and you did it in excellent fashion? In our case, it is speaking, really influencing people, evoking emotions in the audience. It could be anything, if you're a businessman, just ask yourself this question. And yes, it's an amazing book, 120 pages book. There are many, many methods. It's like 21 great ways written by Brian Tracy. It's a beautiful book. I think, guys, distraction is one of the biggest barrier in today's life. Focus is more important than skill. That's what I have heard from experts. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity. Namaste.
Great review there, Kumar. In fact, I was just ordering that book on Kindle right now. Sounds fantastic, and you just managed to kindle a lot of curiosity about it, and definitely looking forward to read it. The last review for the book review of today is by somebody who dons multiple hats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jaideep. Jaideep is an edupreneur. He's an IT management professional and